Okay, so I like to, yeah, as you can see, this is a Minecraft modded world which I've been in for quite some time. It has a few interesting mods, Tinker's Construct. What else? Illiteratation. Most importantly, this one. Goety. I keep on pronouncing it goety, but I don't know if that's the true pronunciation. My favorite one. Oh, yeah, is my inventory cluttered? It's also burned. Having the Necro Cape and Necro Crown means all undead are neutral towards me. Surprisingly don't for this, even though that feels like the most hardcore thing ever. I'm eventually going to create a bit of a mob farm using goety, but for now... I'm not doing that. Goety is a fun little magic mod which uses souls as its resource for spell cost and also energy. There's multiple ways of getting your hands on it. And using it. The Necro Cape and the Necro Crown are actually the only capes and crowns from goety that have a downside to them. And that is when you wear them in the sun. Now then, what I actually want to do with this biting focus is not bear a bite, not use a biting focus. No, 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 no. It's to create a feasting focus. I should probably do some research to see if the book thing of goodwill renders a thing exempt from it. Yeah. Now then. Now that that's over, I now should probably get started on working on my mob farm. And now then, I should probably prepare this now, but well, yes, I'm a big fan of the Relics mod, which is also a mod which is in this little mod pack I've created here. It is, well, yes, it's still fun in this version of Minecraft, it's a lot less fun. Oh. Of course. Only keeping hold of the string because it's needed to make the fabrics, which is needed for a lot of things in goety. Now then, I'm going... I've already visited the Woodland Mansion this world and collected a Totem of Undying. A downside, however, is the burnt mod which I have in this mod pack. Well, not burnt. Well, you see, I got to the Woodland Mansion, and the problem with burnt is that this allows wildfires to really reach on out of control points. And it also makes wildfires more laggy than they normally are. I should probably place that actually place the mod and fix mod onto this mod pack and not entirely to prevent it from being too problematic. And now then, I wish these would stack. I mean, they would stack in here. But that's because of this. I also need diamonds. Both to upgrade the backpack itself and to upgrade this. And a lot of them. As you can see, the Totem of Undying, which I have, which I need a second one. Why do I specifically need a second totem of undying? Because whilst I do want to turn my biting focus into this focus, I also want to use it for this focus. I'm interested in the fact that the Twilight Scepter actually counts as a rotting focus. Well, Twilight Forest's rotting scepter counts as a rotting focus. I mean, it makes sense, but still. This one you want because it's convenient. This one I want because powerful armored undead. Without the need of fighting a white. In order to craft this ring. Oh, you could enchant it. What does soul effects do when enchanted on a ring? Oh, I should probably pick up a multi-class skill day. But I did not. Yeah, you can kind of see how the burnt mod works. This was a woodland mansion. Fun fact, it's laggy to approach it. Oh boy, that's going to cause problems when I come back there. Yeah, I am only going to dare approach that when I get a mod that enhances the lag rates by reducing lag. Oh. I also need to improve this. I currently have, what, 2 rituals I could do here, and part of the requirements for a third. Well, 2 types of rituals, and the ingredients and the stuff for a third type. And I want to use all of the types of rituals here. I should get out in the sun because the necrosis does not like the sun. Actually, what does this cost? No. Focus and then black steel stuff. Yeah, I really need to. But in the meantime, we're heading here. Why? Because husks. Because that's what it has. I have a brush. No, I do not. I should use a brush for this. But do I have a brush? I could go personal, but nothing comes to mind. Now then. Do I have feather or will I need filter? I do not have feather. I wish I could use planks to make it fun. No, I cannot. No feather? Hopefully I can find the feather before we get there. Fun facts about Minecraft. In the code, there's a special little line which means that some zombies will be referred to as king zombies. What is a king zombie? Well, you see, a king zombie is just a regular looking zombie that, when damaged or killed, summons more zombies. Drowned and husks can also be kings. One of the problems, however, is the fact that Mojang apparently forgot to make it so that husks and drowned spawn their variant instead of just regular zombies. Which means when you attack a husk, there's a non-zero chance it just summons a bunch of regular zombies. Very funny, you guys. And now then, why this mechanic is actually kind of terrifying. Sometimes the zombies spawned in as reinforcements may include another king zombie. Which means that sometimes you attack a zombie and it summons a zombie that when attacked summons zombies. And if you're particularly unlucky, this could just go on an influence chain of you attack zombie and zombies spawn. Luckily, from my experiences, king zombies are rare, so the chances of you entering such a chain are low. The trans leaving a dollar enabled. Like all you need is daytime and clear sky and voila. That infinite train of zombies is busy deteriorating rapidly. The beach is cats. Right, Code Crazy Ice and Fire Dragons is for this version of Minecraft, which means I would normally use it if it wasn't for two things. Sea serpents being sea serpents, and dragons, whilst I do love dragons, Ice and Fire Dragons, they're a bit ready to enact violence because you escaped within a 1,000 trunk radius around their nest. And their nests aren't as rare as one would like. Until they're rarer than you would want. And here's the ice and fire. What does it affect nests? Sometimes just appearing when you spawn, and then mass, and other times you just can't find them. I know it's numerous chance-based things where sometimes the chance really occurs, other times the chance just can't help but occur. Actually, did I say this thing's volume settings correctly? You look at that one, it's like it constructs slime islands. What are those? Why did it make an Enderman death sound? Cataclysm. Why do the deeplings make an Enderman death sound? Anyways, off to land we go. Why? Because this area is just too aggressive. We should probably crafted a boat. At least allowed me to have actually gotten away. Well, let's speed it up. Brace. Alright, Alex mobs. That's those. Now then, some might be wondering why I made this trek all the way over here, and it's for one simple reason. First things first. Yes. Well, it's simple. Spawner, transportation, and relocation. Those guaranteed as oh. It's not guaranteed. Oh, crying obsidian. I somehow had not realized that crying obsidian produces light. How? I have played versions of Minecraft of crying obsidian for practically since the stuff came out. Emerald! Oh, you always like to see those and go to you. Why? Because they are necessary for everything. I am not kidding. Now then, one might be wondering, what does a spawn cage useful for? Well, you see here, a spawn cage is useful for spawner relocation. I've already mentioned spawner relocation being its purpose, kind of. Anyways, how to relocate to spawners takes the flames of creation from the spawner and, well, stores it. Within itself. Which I could then use on a cursed cage at a later date to, well, turn the cursed cage into a spawner. Occult fabric. That saves me a lot of time crafting fermented spider eyes. And by a lot of time, I mean some time. Oh yeah, I forgot these things come with a cursed cage. Well, yeah, I hope I find more of these because I need 2 more husk spawners. Figuring I just thought zombie spawners either would do, but I am going with husks. Actually, do husks drop anything zombies don't? I don't think they do. I know drowned drop copper, whereas zombies drop, well, iron, and husks also drop iron. What am I going to do with all this sand? Question for future me. I do usually play with keep inventory on because I personally find it to be a quality of life setting. Ooh. Yeah, gold's nice. Am I going to use those as food or gold? That is a question for a later me. Or future me again. You've lost durability. I need to repair my shield. Anyways, now I do know that I made my shield steel plate instead of gold plate. I wonder if those guys attack the spider variants goety ads. Hopefully they do. At the same time, hopefully they don't, because that'll mean they'll target the spider servants, which means It'll reduce my spider supply. Well, useful spider supply. But it wouldn't make sense for them to not attack the spider servants. Come on, game, give me another one of those ruins, or what they're called. I think there's actually... yeah. Give me another buried ritual. Well, I finally no longer have to worry about sunlight. I'll wait until I get the upgraded version of the Necro stuff. Okay, do I go there first, or do I fight a bunch of heretics and then destroy an obsidian obelisk to get at a potential forbidden fragment? And maybe even a netherite ingot, which if I recall correctly is in the loot table of those, black assemblies. Why is it called the Black Assembly? Oh, it's not a village, it's the house of this loser. Let me first fill up, and then we'll be heading on our way to the Black Assembly. I could see it all. Well, I did see it. How ironically, I'm now too close to see it over the hill it's on. Problem with Black Assemblies is they also like to spawn mavericks whilst they're active. Anyways. that a sky slime? Okay, that ended worse than I wanted it to, but it was just a bonus, not the actual objective. Now then, let's see. I think I've recorded for long enough, so see you next video. Guess you'll see me next video.